Now I just wanted to do a remake of the Xero HFS review that I did, because that wasn't very good. I mean, I had people in the house and all this stuff. I was trying to keep it quiet, but I think it deserves better, because this just might be the best minimalist shoe on the market right now. Of course, there are so many options. It's hard to tell which one is the best. It depends on what you're looking for. But this, right now I'm just holding it. I'm just thinking, this is so light, man. This is so light. This is so flexible. And now, when you're wearing it, you can just see the mesh here, the light mesh. It's a stretch under your toes. You could actually see through it, almost. Especially like in the light, you can just see the light go through the holes. And those holes are extremely important, because this is the most well ventilated shoe that I own right now. I mean, even when you're walking, you can just feel the air go through sometimes, especially if it's a bit windy. And I do have vapor gloves, Cordura version. Those are very well ventilated, but this is a whole other level, man. It's light and it's well ventilated. And of course, it has the Huarache straps here that are embedded in the shoe. You don't have to see them, which was a big design flaw of Xero's. You can just have like those weird straps on the shoe. You don't have to see them. And most importantly, this shoe looks like a normal shoe. Look at the toe box, it's nice and wide, but the toe guard is shaped in a way that makes it look normal. And you can just wear it outside and nobody will think you're weird and you're wearing weird stuff. Nobody will be asking questions and stuff. Of course, it's okay to wear weird shoes if they fit well, but I'm just saying, that is a huge benefit, that those look normal. Even my friends that don't like barefoot shoes, they admit it, that first of all they look normal, and secondly, they look good. So yeah, we're good to go. Now, speaking of the Huarache straps, the laces themselves, they're pretty like hard and stuff. They're not very flexible. They have no flex to them. So do not expect the best fit when it comes to the laces. But because of the Huarache system, you can get a very, very good fit. Like even for me, I have like relatively low volume, high arch feet, so they slide around a lot. They do slide in those. I have to tie them really tight. But because the Huarache system even actually extends to the heel, so it will actually lock your heel in, those are pretty good. And I just have to say, the fit can be extremely good, but for some reason I have to tie them really hard to the point where they're painful, and after a while of walking they become loose again, I think because the Huarache system here readjusts to the foot. But if you have slightly more volume in your foot, it should be fine. Now let me just say, the sole, extremely grippy and sticky. I'm afraid it might get worn down a bit too fast, but I think it's actually better than the Vibram on the gloves here, on the Merrells. Those, I think this is actually better. It's actually more sticky, but we will have to see about the durability. We will see. Now, let me just say, I basically walk for a living right now. I just did like 5-hour shifts, whatever, walking outside, because I actually check electricity meters in houses and shops and stuff. So I walk outside a lot, and over various terrains, various temperatures and stuff. This is a really nice sole, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. And it also has lugs, even though it's not an off-road sole, but it can actually go off-road as well. You cannot slip around because of the lugs. So I think this is an actual amazing sole. And they do come with an insole, of course. I'm not gonna take it out because maybe it will ruin the fit later on, and I don't want to do that because I will just drive myself insane. I do use them with the insole because I just want them to give me a bit of a rest from the no insole that I have on my vapor gloves. When my feet are tired, and I will get tired when you walk around like all day, your feet will get tired. I don't care who you are. So you do need just this slight tiny insole. People say they don't last very long, those insoles, whatever. So far so good. And the insole is ventilated as well. This is extremely useful if you live in a hot climate like me, like I live in Greece, and the pavement will actually get scorching hot. You will feel the heat go through your foot. And with those guys who have very thin sole, eventually you will feel your feet burning. Now, of course, I mean, whatever, you can take it, but it's better if they don't burn. So yeah, a bit of an insole here. It will help with the heat from the pavement as well. Those are white, so they will reflect the heat. Amazingly ventilated, plus the insole with ventilation of its own, like the insole is full of holes. So those are amazing hot weather shoe. A bit of a toe guard here, very protective, but not annoying. And I think this is actually, even though it looks lower profile, because there's also a sole guard and then the actual toe guard, this protects better than those. Like these have like a typical big ass toe guard here that the gloves have. Those have a more normal looking one, and I think it actually does a better job. Again, because this has a typical, like this thing, it should be in all shoes. I don't care if you're going in the mountains or not, this thing is necessary, man. A little bit of a guard here coming from the sole, and maybe then you can supplement it with an extra guard here. So yeah, light, flexible, perfect for summertime and hot weather, walking around. Sometimes you can actually feel like you don't even have them on. You hear that a lot. Most of it is BS, but in my case, maybe like for half a second. At some point I was sitting on the couch, I was like, do I actually have the shoes on? I don't know. But it was like for like half a second. Of course, you know you're wearing shoes. This is insane. I can't stand people saying that. Shoes are shoes, man. Barefoot is barefoot. It's not the same. Even with minimal shoes. But they're so flexible, man, and you can just... This mess is like nothing. This is nothing. So, on to a bit of a negative, though, because those are expensive shoes. First of all, the sizing. Xero says go half a size up. They also say the same with the Mesa Trails. Those are indeed a tiny bit short for the size, but the Mesa Trails are even shorter than those. So maybe go up a full size on Mesa Trails, up half a size in those. They're just a bit short though, they're extremely like, very wide and stuff, so that's fine size wise, just a bit short, but it does stretch over time, because if you see, when it flexes, all that holds it together is this thin mess. These stretches already happened within like a week of using those. They stretch out, so my toes stopped getting a bit annoyed by the end of the shoe. I'm saying a bit annoyed. I'm not saying the banging on like the end of the shoe, whatever. I did do half a size up, but Xero sizing is extremely messed up. I will make a video of that, about that, when I receive the Mesa Trails exchange, because I had to send them back for another pair because the sizing is messed up again, and I want to have as many models as possible, so you will be waiting for that review a bit. That's the left shoe, by the way. Now the problem is I got them on discount for like 80 euros. Amazing price, I'm so happy with that. But they now cost like 130. And when you pick this shoe up, like all Xero shoes I would say, you're like, that seems a bit cheap. They're durable, well designed, whatever, but they do feel cheap. And then you see this huge made in China on the sole, and inside in the tongue, you're like, yeah, those do feel like they're mass produced in China, and I don't think making those costs anywhere near the 80 euro mark that I paid for. But of course I understand it's also like research, marketing, whatever. You have to pay for many things with a shoe. But they're definitely nowhere close to 130 euros. I don't know. But then again, you will buy them once, probably keep them for years and years. And again, it's one of the most perfect barefoot shoes around. Competition, of course, Vivo Barefoot. Vivo Barefoot has this weird toe box like cuts in on the outside. People say how wide Vivo Barefoot shoes are. Not for my feet, because my feet, they're pretty wide on the outside, the toes, they need some space. And I cannot wear Vivo Barefoot very well. I'm waiting for some other models I will review, but I don't think Vivo Barefoot is as wide as those. So if the fit is not right, you cannot compare them very easily. Now Vivo, very high quality. Those, not so much. You can see here there's like this is like weird stitching coming out from the back of the shoe. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I don't know what this is. Again, like you look at the plastics here, like there's like stitching loose everywhere. So yeah, this is a cheap construction, right? It's not a high quality construction, but it doesn't matter because this performs amazingly. So if you're just gonna buy them once because you're looking for shoes, like I have a friend, he's gonna get into barefoot shoes, HFS is what I'm telling him. Another friend again, HFS, get this shoe because it's probably the most perfect barefoot shoe you can find. Because it looks normal, fits amazing, super light, super flexible, amazing sole, looks good, Huarache straps for perfect fit. So I don't know what else you could be looking for in a shoe. This is what it has to be. So yeah, I will be reviewing more shoes, Xero shoes, Vivo Barefoot. I'm just waiting. I will be ordering some Magna Forest TSCs, which is the best off-road shoe around from Vivo. Like Vivo Barefoot has the best off-road shoe. These guys have one of the best, probably. Normal road shoe. It's supposed to be a running shoe, but whatever. You can just use it for whatever. And yeah, we'll be waiting for those bad boys. I'm very ready to be disappointed by the toe box and the Vivos, but I will review them and we'll see. So yeah, get the HFS. Few points deducted for quality, but other than that, whatever. Performance amazing, durability amazing, looks amazing. What else do you need? I would say, just get those things, man. You have to get those. So yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. See ya.